Hey guys, so this is my online fashion portfolio, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to lay out or edit your online portfolio so that it becomes interesting and not boring, and tips and tricks and whatnot. I can't talk about everything in this video or else it will be really long, so there might be a part 2 if you guys are interested. As soon as you come to my portfolio, you see this. You see my name, and you can click on my name to reroute to my website again. Here you have the quote that says, "This portfolio contains my projects and work as a fashion designer." And this is optional. I just have a quote here that I wanted to put on. You don't have to, and I'm not really that happy with this quote either. I need to change it. And if you scroll down, you have my different projects that I want to showcase. I have, of course, done more projects than this, but I didn't want to include everything. I only wanted to include the projects that I was proud of. So we'll get into these projects in a little bit. First, we have this here. For me, I have an about me and work and contact. So, about me section looks like this. A little picture of me and then a little about me and what inspires me and where I'm graduated from, how old I am, and so on. So yeah, let us dive in to one of my projects. I'm not going to show you each and every one of the projects, but I will chose to show you one because all of my projects have the same layout. So yeah, let's get into it. Today I want to share with you guys this project which is called Metamorphosis. It is a sustainable spring summer 21 women's ready to wear collection. And this was made in 2020. This was one of my school projects where it was an exam project where we were giving the word transform, something that transforms. We just need to find other things that has to do with transformation. So for me, we had 3 days to do this, I think. So I chose metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, and I will get into that what that is about. So we click and it will take into my site. So we have the title here, big and beautiful, and then what this product is. And initially the product is the women's ready to wear collection, so I have it there, and when this was made. And here, I'm not going to read it out loud, but here we have the description of my collection. So it is good to keep it short. You don't want to keep it super long. This is actually quite perfect. You don't want to get longer than this, because especially when you have a fashion portfolio, they're more interested in seeing the visuals than to read. So try to make it short and sweet. Try to put every information that you want to put in a really short but really informative and educated way. So that is tip 1. And I used Grammarly to write all of this because my English is not diplomatic in any way, so I got help from that. And then the first thing you want to pop is a first visual, because you don't want to again have more text. They want to see the visuals, so you want to put your visuals first. And I decided to put the mood board, the overall, like the main mood board for this collection, which is this one. It is a really good way to start off the whole collection. You just explained what this whole collection is about, and then you have your main mood board. Makes sense. There needs to have some sort of like a connection to your whole portfolio. You don't want them to be going through your portfolio and be like, why is it there? It should be here instead, you know? So play with where things should be and make it so that it makes sense. So here is my mood board, and you can they can click it here, and then it will pop up like this. And go back, and then click here. And then once we go down, and then it says here, mood board metamorphosis collection. It's also really good to have. It's like a small detail. And then we have another board. This is what you would call a tactile board. On a tactile board, you would have all the details that you want, you have experienced with your design idea process. So for me, I was inspired by these what do you call lavas? Yeah, so I was inspired by those, and I was inspired by butterflies, the transformation, you know, you could clearly see the transformation here. I was also inspired by the pupa, which is here, all those lines that it did. So I made a lot of samples here with the wrinkles, with different lines, and how to create that texture. And this, I just took a picture of it and then put it in Photoshop and then masked it. So yeah, here you have a detail and form board metamorphosis collection. And then again, another visual aid, and this is a color card and prints. So this is my main fabric color card. So you have a lot of colors, and it's really good to have the Pantone numbers. And it's just really good to have those. And then we have the print. I went for all tie-dyes for this collection. I was inspired by the tie-dye, other tie-dye collections. It just makes sense with the whole transformation and the whole aesthetic of this collection that I was going for. And then we have, this is what you call a colorway. So you pick out all the colors that could possibly be in your print. Yeah. And then here we have my 3D sketching, design sketching process. So this is not your traditional sketching process. This is when this is like a 3D sketching process, is like a more fancier way of saying a collage design process. So as you can see, this is like small cutouts of different parts, and I just smashed it together to do an outfit. So I have maybe like a here, I don't even know what that is. I think this was from a I don't know, maybe a headband or a scarf, which has made it to a top. And this this is like different tops and dresses and made it into one dress. So it's like a way of sketching. And here different ways again here, so that you sketch in this way. I like to sketch this way instead of the traditional way. So yeah, here are all the collage sketches. And then after I've sketched, you have your, and of course there's much more process behind it. I have so much more traditional sketches as well, but I decided not to include it. So you just have to kill your darlings, if you can say that. So you don't want, because you don't want your portfolio to be shit long. You don't want them to keep like scrolling and feel like there's no end. So you just have to cut some things out. So I did. So here we have the first collection. This is what you would call a collection overview. And so from sketch to a perfectly done collection. It makes sense. So yeah, this is what you will call a collection overview. You have the collection and when the collection is gonna drop, and the information about all these styles. The composition, the construction, the weight of the fabric, and the color of what it should be. And then I have decided there's usually a basic, core, and profile, but in this collection there's no basic pieces. There's only a core and a profile. If you guys want me to go in more depth about what a collection overview is and how to make one, just let me know. So yeah, here we have my collection, and then here is a it's just a picture of all the styles that are in this collection. Is this a really good overview to see, like, okay, what kind of styles do we actually have in this collection? And this is what I came up with, all the styles in one place. And usually we, of course, sew one or two styles or maybe more up for the exam. But for this, we only had 3 days, and there were no, it was not a must to sew something up. So I decided to do a 3D sampling in Clo, which is a 3D prototype making program. So as you can see, this I sewed this top up because it's black, you can't really see it, but she's wearing it here. Our model, I decided to sew this skirt up and this blouse. So this is how it looks like. It's just a way of showing the final product without physically having the final product, because I decided to do a 3D prototyping. And yeah, 3D sampling of style 108 and style 110. Yeah, so here again we have my watermark, if you may. So yeah, this was the whole portfolio. So to sum it all up, have a title and have a short thing that's really just represent your product. What is your product? Write it there, and then the year of when this project was made, and then a very short but very informative and diplomatic short intro to your portfolio or to this project, and then have some visuals and place them so that it makes sense, so that it's not like they are caught off guard. It makes sense that this picture comes after this picture, and that this comes after this picture, so that it makes sense. There's a flow. Make sure to do that. And again, do not put every single step of your design process in your portfolio. They are not interested in that. They want to see what you can do, and they don't want a long portfolio. If they call you in for an interview or and say that they want you to bring your whole portfolio, then you can bring your whole design process. But on your online portfolio, just keep it short and only include the things that are necessary. So yeah, I hope you guys thought this was informative and helped a little. If you guys also want to know how I do this, made this portfolio, the layout and how to do the whole thing, I make mine from Adobe myportfolio.com. It was a part of my Adobe package, so it's free, and they have layouts already for you, so that you can just choose. For example, this layout that I have here is a free layout that they already had that I just chose. So let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial on that as well. But as for today, I just wanted to make a short video on how to lay out your online fashion portfolio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye guys, and comment down below if you guys want to learn more about the fashion stuff. So how to make an collection overview, how to make a collection, how to make a mood board, how to turn your inspiration into a mood board, and so on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys, love you.